You know, he's probably one of the biggest defectors of the 1970s into the WHA and NHL that very few people knew how good he was until he got here. But boys, once he got here with Toronto Toros, later with the Bulls, and then with the Red Wings, my God, he filled the net. Now, this is a member of the Hockey Hall of Fame, the WHF Hall of Fame, a big drink of water from Hodonín, Bohemia, 6'1", 210. It has to be Vaclav Nedomansky. Now, this Czech former ice hockey forward is best known, again, as the first Czech hockey player to defect to North America to play long before the Stashneys. He was inducted to the Hockey Hall of Fame in 2019, became a IIHF Hall of Fame member in 1997, a Slovak Hockey Hall of Fame member in 2002, a Czech Ice Hockey Hall of Famer in 2008, and was named into IIHF All-Time Czech Team in 2020. He played for Slovan Bratislava of the Czechoslovakia Extraliga for 12 seasons. In 1968, he was a member of the Czech national ice hockey team, which won silver medals at the Olympics in Grenoble and bronze medals in 1972 at the Winter Olympics in Sapporo. He also played in Game 9 versus Team Canada in the 1972 Summit. He also played for Czechoslovakia in 9 world title events. He was named top forward at the 1974 world title event. The playing career started in 1962. Now, he defected in 1974 to Toronto via Switzerland. He was not able to return to his home country until after the fall of the Iron Curtain, some 15 years after. Now, his first year with the Toros, there was a lot of publicity, mainly because he was playing on the same team with Frank Mahovlich at Maple Leaf Gardens. He played just over 3 seasons at WHA with the Toros and the Bulls, peaking with 56 goals and 98 points for Toronto in 1976. He also won the Paul Deneau Trophy for sportsmanlike in the 1976 campaign. He then signed as a free agent with the NHL's Detroit Red Wings in 1977. He played 5 seasons for Detroit, posting highs of 38 goals and 74 points. He retired after one final season with the Rangers and the Blues in 1983. Now at the Olympics, again, double medalist, 68 and 72. At the Worlds, silver in 65, silver in 66, bronze in 69, bronze in 70, silver in 71, and gold at home in 72, bronze in the Soviet Union in 73, and silver in Finland in 74. Now, Nedomansky also coached in Germany and Austria from 87 to 91. Now, born in Hodonín and a protector of Bohemia and Moravia in the present-day Czech Republic, the Winter Stadium in his hometown bears his name. So, first campaign with SHK Hodonín of the Czech number 2 league in 61, entered 62. He started with Bratislava in 63. 64, he had 20 goals and 27 points in 31 contests. 65, 31 goals in 32 games, 41 points. 66, 39 goals, 53 points in 36 contests. 67, 60 points, including 40 goals in 36 games. 68, 34 goals, 49 points in 36 contests. 69, 47 points, 27 goals. 70, 29 encounters, 42 points in 36 contests. 71, 46 on 31 goals, including 10 points in the postseason. 72, 35 goals and 21 assists for 56 points. 73, 22 goals and 17 assists and 39 points. And 74 in the expanded CSSR season, 74 points in 44 games, including 46 goals. First season with the Toros, ladies and gentlemen. 81 points, only 19 minutes and penalties, 41 counters, and 4 points in the postseason. Toronto in 76, he had 56 counters, 33 points for 69 points. Now, 78, he started, 77 seasons with Birmingham. 78 season, he started with the Bulls until they couldn't afford him anymore, signed with Detroit, and got him all the way to the playoffs with 28 points in 63 games. And in the postseason, he had 8 big points in 7 games. Red Wings in 79, 38 goals, 35 assists for 73 points. 1980, 35 goals, 39 assists for 74 points. 81, he kind of tailed off a little bit, 32 points in 74 games. 82, 40 points and 68 counters. 63, only 2 minutes and penalties in 57 games on 14 goals, 17 assists for 31 points with the Rangers and Blues. CSSR totals, amazing. 534 points, 388 games, 354 goals, and in the playoffs, recorded playoffs, 29 points in 26 games. WHA 253 points, 135 goals. NHL totals 122 goals and 278 points. So between the Czech major leagues, WHA and NHL, well over 600 goals total. Tremendous. Now internationally, some big totals, ladies and gentlemen. 80 goals internationally in 93 games, 39 points. 65 at the Worlds, 426. 66, 527. 67, 123. 68, 527. Czechoslovakia in 69 at the Worlds, 11 points, 9 counters. 10 goals in the 70 and 71 series with 17 points apiece. At Olympics in 72, 8 goals in 6 games and 11 points. Czechoslovakia at the Worlds in 72, 9 goals, 6 assists. And at the Worlds in 73 and 74. And of course, he did not play anymore because of the defection. But the final totals, 80 goals, 39 assists, 119 points. Now, the idea about Nedomansky, ladies and gentlemen, he was what you call a power forward. And to me, he was better than the two other Stastny brothers. The only person who can compare was Peter. Now, at one point, they call him Big Ned. But if you can find it, Tal Pinchevsky did a very interesting article on him called Breakaway from Behind the Iron Curtain of the NHL, the untold story of the hockey's great escapes. Now, his joining the WHA was about 5-6 years before the big defections. Now, George Gross also did a article as well called Czech Hockey Star Defects to Canada, which was in the Toronto Sun, 18th of July of 74. Now, the idea, ladies and gentlemen, Nedomansky, some people thought he was going to go for the Maple Leafs, but Harold Ballard basically didn't want to pay the money to bring him in. Which is kind of interesting here. John Bass and everybody involved in playing in Maple Leaf Gardens. I think one of the main reasons that the Toros moved from varsity to Maple Leaf Gardens was to showcase Frank Mahovlich and to showcase Nedomansky. Now, we all know that they weren't getting big crowds, but still 10,000 people. And internationally, Nedomansky was known to a lot of people to be one of the best money players in Czech history. And I really think, ladies and gentlemen, if the WHA merger, they still had a Toronto Toros, it would have been a great addition to the NHL. Any team with Wayne Dillon and Frank Mahovlich and Nedomansky on the squad is just tremendous. So, ladies and gentlemen, he was, like I said, and Gavin Kirk, don't forget, he was on the team as well. So the idea about Nedomansky arriving, which led to, of course, the non-defections of Hammerstrom and Salming, I think he was trying to compete. Nedomansky, for me, was a 5-star player. The only Hall of Fame he's not in hasn't been invented yet. I like to see like what I call a power forward, very smooth skater, ladies and gentlemen, like butter. Guy Lafleur once said, he said, "I'd just like to watch him on the ice," because Nedomansky was on the checking line, and that time Detroit only had Nedomansky as a pretty well goal scorer. It was a lean year for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what we're doing with our Detroit Red Wings and WHA podcast, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share.